Good morning, friends. I am outside to get a little sunshine, fresh air, a little grounding time before I start my day. And I thought I would take some time to show you my garden because with all the heat that we've been having and the lack of rain, we had 10 minutes of rain a few days ago and that was it for like the last 2 months. So I'll show you what's not working and then I'll show you what is working in my vegetable garden. So here's what's not making it in my vegetable garden because of the heat and the lack of rain. I've been watering, but it's not been enough. My greens, obviously I harvested all of those. This herb bed in the back is struggling. I'm harvesting the last of the rue this weekend. This was another greens bed. One lonely little Swiss chard is still making it, and I had to take out the Brussels sprouts. I've chosen where I can to leave the stalks so they can break down over the winter and maybe make little pathways for the worms. And then, believe it or not, my mint has given up the ghost. My tomato plant is an in-between. It's kind of crazy because obviously you can see, even though I've been watering, it's not doing well, but this one plant is doing okay. Whoops, we need to pick out that indeterminate there because we have a tomato and we have blossoms and there's more blossoms down here somewhere. Hard to see when I'm just looking at the camera. And so I have some healthy stuff. I'm gonna come in and clip out the dead stuff this weekend and see if we can hopefully nourish this baby along and see what happens when the cooler weather gets here. So this is a mix. But not all is lost. Some things are doing really, really well. This is my ginger, and I've been coming out here and digging some up when I need it. My rosemary is happy and healthy, just needs a little haircut. We'll wait until we get to cooler weather to do that. My Thai basil is deliciously happy. And then over here, this herb bed is doing really well. This is the one basil that survived. The other two I had to harvest early. And I have sage and basil and Greek oregano and regular oregano. Here we go. And then I've got spring onions over here. So this garden bed is very, very happy. And then my green stalks. So this is lal shak. It's a Bengali red spinach. I had harvested it. You can see the cut edges here because it was getting too stressed by the heat, and it made new ones. This is my pepper plant, which seems to be doing okay. I've got a few blossoms coming here, which is just delightful and lovely to see. And then over here, I have more peppers. We've got some baby bell peppers happening, and my collards are doing okay. So my green stalks have managed to make the transition with some really careful, judicious watering and tending. So not all is lost, but certainly not as productive as we had hoped for. As you can see, it's a mixed bag in the garden this year. Certainly not what we planned, not what we've had in other years, but we have some things growing, so we are still getting a little bit from the garden. A lot of herbs and a fair amount of peppers. I've learned that you can eat the leaves of pepper plants, so we are going to try that in a salad and see how it works out. Tell me what's growing in your garden.